Shalom. Shalom. Slack. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do rule well. And peace and salutations to you, Sister Akim, pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking your lives and freedom and inducing our most than ever. May the calling of election be upon your house. Back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai. Just touching on prophecy and the things that's going on in the earth. You know, measuring the time diligently within itself. We almost up out of here, man. All right. You know, this place, America, is crumbling. All right. They're more and more in debt. Okay. They're like, I was reading something earlier today. It said Americans owe like $600 billion in taxes to the IRS. All right. So this place is crumbling. This place is in debt. Its citizens is in debt. All right. And we're watching the signs of Yahweh Shemashai take place, which one of them is I was going into it, the uproars of the people. All right, it says right here, protests turned violent in Paris. French trade unions have launched a day of strikes and rallies against controversial pension reforms. All right, and this type of spirit is going to only increase. All right. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, all right, and we see the uproars of the people in the world, we see people rising up over that conflict between the Israelis and the Palestinians. All right, and then we see other conflicts rising up. All right, in France with the French people. All right, these are all signs of the Lord's return. It says French trade unionists took the streets of Paris on Friday as transport, education, and medical workers walked off their jobs nationwide. Video from Paris showed police clubbing and tackling demonstrators organized by a coalition of France's largest trade unions. The strikes saw airport and railway workers, teachers, and energy sector employees stage a walkout. A separate strike was organized by private doctors who are demanding the freedom to increase the prices to match inflation. All right, and that we were telling the people that inflation is going to come. All right, hyperinflation was going to be a thing. All right, and that's what's happening. All right, the money system here is failing. All right, overseas as well as here in America, man. All right, and they talk about, you invest in the business to try to beat inflation. That's a lie, because some of these businesses that have to get the goods to keep, like for instance, a restaurant, right? They got to order, all of the chicken and stuff, and the consumer don't want to pay a high ass price, so that's their back line. Okay, you can't beat this, man. This Genesis chapter 47 and verse 15. And when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For the money faileth. That's right. And that this also is going into the grinding cease. All right, because there ain't gonna be no jobs out here. All right, these people, they ain't gonna have no jobs to work at. Soon it's gonna be all out chaos out here. All right, the whole economy is gonna break down ultimately, because the Lord is not with this place. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low, right? So the sound of grinding is going to be low, meaning it's not going to be much jobs, it's not going to be much traffic. Alright, the Lord Yahweh Shemashai going to slow this thing down, man. People already don't have money to buy anything because of the inflation. They're too busy trying to keep up with their bills. Alright, and these people, they want more money, man. Okay, because of all of the oppression. Right, it says in Paris, workers carrying trade union flags marched through the city center. Although the demonstration was smaller in attendance than the rallies held earlier this year, when President Emmanuel Macron signed the pension reform bill, the same clashes and vandalism that characterized the earlier protests soon broke out. Play this little video. Yep. Which those people over there in France, they have a very anarchy kind of spirit. There's always protests going on over there, and it's very tense. You know, it's gonna be something that pop it off to where, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be pandemonium over there. And the same thing over here in America with these different protests. They're protesting against people coming through the southern border, man. Yeah, this video is pretty long, but I'm gonna keep on reading the article. It says the demonstrators' route was flanked by riot police, who charged into action when black-clad protesters began smashing the windows of a bank. That's right, and that's prophecy. Okay, and that's gonna happen more and more. It says one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. All right.